Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about the shirt that I'm wearing and also a post that I saw and how I think it's relevant to what's going on right now. These with the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis, and just kind of this point that we're at where we need to make some changes. And as I talked about, law enforcement needed to make changes. This is now for the community, okay? I talked about the police the other day, and we were at a fork in the roads. Now I want to kind of talk for the community. You're at a fork in the road too. And here's my shirt. You looked, but you did not see. Now that's a term that I've used in a training and classes, and actually what happened with this shirt, how this shirt came about, is that we were doing a training in Arizona, and I said that to the students in the class because they were doing a movement and they didn't see me standing in a spot where they should have seen me as if I were a suspect, right? And they came in and just looking, but they were just looking to say that they looked, but they weren't looking to see. And that's kind of my point, is that oftentimes we look, but we don't see. We're just looking. Somebody says, hey, I want you to see this, and they go, yeah, and they don't pay attention to it. It's paying attention to it, and it's understanding what's actually happening. That's seeing, right? Looking at it is just physically gazing around. But when we understand something, we take it in, we interpret it, and then we discern what it is, or we decide what it might be. That's seeing it, right? And it's the same thing with people. Now, this post that I saw, it was something to the effect that somebody said, I am going to, from now on, all the time, document or video when I see police harassing black people or minorities. And, people were saying, yeah, that sounds great. I'm going to do it too. And my thing to that is, I get that, but I want to do you one better, okay? And this is where we're talking to the public now. Film everything. Film everything. Video any interaction or contact you see going on, right? Because here's why. What we do is if I say, I'm going to film every time I see an officer harassing a person, I'm going to film that. What are you then going to look for? You're going to look for police officers harassing people. And what are you going to see? You're going to see police officers harassing people. Now, then what that means, though, is you're not looking to see police officers doing their job. You're looking to see police officers that you perceive are doing a bad job. So you're going to see that. It's like for my older people in my age group, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. When he got his bicycle stolen and he's walking around through the mall and everything, what does he see? Everybody's riding bicycles. Because his mind was now on the lookout for his bike. Everywhere he looked was a bicycle, and they were red bicycles like his, and they were and you see what I'm saying? When we look for something, that's the only thing, if we're focused on it, that's the only thing we're going to see. So here's my action plan. Yes, look to see. Look to see, but be cautious of what you're looking for. Look to see it all. Look to see the good as well as the bad. Okay? Document the good as well as the bad, because here are some things that you can take away from this. One, you're going to see good things. You're going to say, I'm looking for anything that police officers are doing, good and bad. You're going to see good. You'll see the bad, but you'll also see the good. You'll see everything that they're doing, because police officers are out there doing a very good job every day. We think that all police officers are bad because the only thing that the majority of us see, that all of us see, are the negative incidents. Those need to be called out, and those officers need to be held accountable. Trust me. Nobody likes a bad officer worse, or nobody dislikes a bad officer worse than a good officer, right? Nobody likes a bad officer, especially good police officers. So, think about that. One, that's going to get you to start to see all the events. You're going to record them and post them. Put them up. Say, there's an officer giving directions to somebody. Here's an officer doing this for somebody. Here's an officer who, we saw it. I'm going to give a shout out to Basketball Cop Foundation, police officer in Jacksonville, Florida, who got called on a noise complaint, some kids playing basketball on the street. That went viral. He got out of his car and started playing basketball. He ended up bringing Shaquille O'Neal, a reserve deputy, to come play basketball with these kids. That's the kind of thing. Find those, see those, post those, report those. Let's let that go viral too. Okay, so point being, wrap this up. It's going to do a couple things for you. One, we're going to start to realize that police officers are actually doing some good things too. Number two, go up and talk to that officer. Hey, I just saw you doing that. It was fantastic. What's your name? I want to put that out there that officers are doing a great job. That's going to open a line of communication. What's going to hopefully do is allow you, who may have never had contact with police officers, to see that a police officer is a human being. Two, it's going to help that officer to see a community member, most of whom are critical of them, the only ones that speak up are critical, actually saying a positive thing back to them. That creates a human connection. That's how we grow. That's how we get better. That's how we grow our communities. I say the role of a police officer is to create, grow, strengthen, and sustain positive relationships in the community. That's the role of a police officer. How we do it is by building voluntary compliance in the law, a support for the law through human interaction as representatives of that law. So, wrap it up. Yes, keep track of the officers who are doing bad, and keep track of the officers who are doing good. It's got to be a two-way street. We got to handle both ends of that. Put it out there. Create those relationships. Create those human connections. That's what's going to get us better. Not saying you need to change, you need to be different, but saying, how can I change? How can I be different? How can I be better? Okay? And that's my hashtag. Hashtag be better. Use it. Put it out there. Let's get this going. We need this as a society. We need this as a group. We need this as a people. We are obviously hurting. This is how we start to heal. Okay? We're all in this together. Thank you very much for listening to this, taking the time out. Pass this on, share it with people, put it out wherever you want to. That's great. If I put something on the internet, it's because I want everybody to see it. People say, hey, can I share this? Please do. Yes, please do. If I didn't want you to know about it, I wouldn't have put it out there, okay? So do that. If you have any comments, concerns, please hit me up in here. You can direct message me. You can go to my website. It's in the bio. The link's in the bio. And definitely mneal@onyxtg.com. That's my email. Please, let's get this going. We know there's a bad situation. We know there's an issue. We know there's a problem. Now, let's build some solutions to fix it, okay? We can't just keep pointing it out that there's a problem. We got to do some things to fix it. And my minorities, get involved in the process. Don't point fingers at the process. Be part of the process. Get it elected. Get hired as in law enforcement. Get out there and be policy makers, okay? Investment, investment, investment. Hey, thank you very much for listening. Don't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate you. Understand I'm compassionate about this. I believe in it. I believe in police, law enforcement. I believe in the profession. I believe in the people who do it. And I believe in the community. Thank you very much.